Some people have asked me, why do you collect records um, if everything's on digital for free? Well, I have my reasons, and my main one is that I like antiques. I like old things. I have a vintage camera collection over there. That's an old wind-up record player behind me that I have a Lego set sitting on top of because the old wind-up record player doesn't work. I have an old retro technology setup including a VCR, a CRT TV, and retro game consoles that are authentic. I have an NES top loader and a Super Nintendo. I would show you them right now, but they're at my dad's, and I'm at my mom's. And so yeah, I keep the retro setup at my dad's because it's heavy, like really heavy, really big, bulky, and I don't have much room here anyways. So, why I get vinyl is, well, preservation. Even if I buy an album on like Spotify or something, or on iTunes or something, at any moment I could lose my account, or the company could just decide, I'm gonna take that away from you. You don't have that anymore. And it's the same thing with digital games too. But also that digital music could be a limited time thing sometimes, maybe. More so with digital games. Like, I'm using this as an example for digital games too. For digital video games. But like, preservation is a big thing. The fact that you don't really own anything if it's digital. I hate everything going to digital now. I hate artificial intelligence going into everything now. Because with artificial intelligence, everything's just going to be lazy, half-assed, and it's going to wreck our economy. But this is not the video to get into that. But with digital, everything going to digital, you don't own anything. If you have I could be wrong on this, but if you have a phone that you got for free from a carrier or whatever, you don't really own that phone. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. But like, if you buy a movie or rent a movie online, you don't own it. If you buy it online, you don't own it. I bought a movie on YouTube once, and then my account got deleted. I lost that movie. Sure, it was only one movie. But like, that was only like $6 lost. But still, if something happens to my account online, I lose everything I purchased on that. Which has happened to me before with video games too. Because I have maybe lost about $200 off of my account or device being lost on video games. Probably not $100, probably not $200, probably closer to $100, but like, I've lost money because of digital. And with vinyl, digital, with music, like I said, digital, they could just take it away, or you could lose your account. But vinyl, if you buy a vinyl, you own that vinyl. I own Queen's Greatest Hits on vinyl. I own all of these vinyl that I have. If I bought it on digital, I wouldn't. But also the fact that it's a better sound quality. I listen to a vinyl, and I'm like, wow, this sounds much better than digital. But also the fact that if this vinyl does not get scratched or anything, that picture that was shown might not have been safe for work. Oh shit. Because that was Queen, I guess. Back in the day, it was a different time. But this vinyl right here, if I don't scratch it, and if nothing happens to it, thousands, millions of years down the road, if someone finds this vinyl and knows how to listen to it, they could listen to it, and it will sound perfectly fine. And there's a record that is orbiting. There's a record on the Voyager 1 space probe. It's called the Golden Record. You probably heard of it. And God, I have an anti-static cloth here to clean off records, because sometimes hair and stuff will get on it somehow. And white vinyl just seems to get worse on it. But there's a vinyl, the Golden Record, orbiting, that is on Voyager 1. And The Voyager 1 could go back and forth from one end of the Milky Way galaxy to the other 5 times before the golden record is no longer usable. 5 times. That is 5 billion years. Billion. Not million, not thousand, not hundred. Billion. The fact that a vinyl will hold up for that long says something about its quality. And I would say that's the reason why most people collect their vinyl. I'm willing to bet no, that most people don't know about that. I think most people get vinyl because of the reason I began this video with, the fact that you own the vinyl. But also that MatPat in, I think it was an episode of Food Theory, surprisingly. In an episode of Food Theory, MatPat was explaining how Gen Z is not really, they don't really have any like pop culture stuff that can be tied to their generation specifically, because everything is just short social media trends online. And so they will have more, like, they'll be more appealed to stuff from older generations like vinyl. But it's also that older stuff is built way better than modern stuff. Like, I mentioned that I like old cameras. On this bottom shelf here is all my old camera equipment. Most of it belonged to my grandpa. It all still works. Well, not all of it, but some of it. And the stuff there are built really well. Everything nowadays is built out of plastic. Everything's just built out of disposable stuff. Well, back then, everything was built out of metal. The cameras that I have, they are built out of metal. They will last a lot longer than a modern digital camera. And the reason why I'm so hesitant to get a modern digital camera is because those can take better pictures too, scientifically. My generation will latch onto older things like vinyl because it's higher quality. It sounds better, built better. It's all of that. And so that's why I buy vinyl.